Well, I was for Higher and the Ken Sports TV on YouTube. My name is, as usual, the road to Munich in 2025. And it's on. And Osha, I don't know, game city because also Real Madrid, eto Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium, Emma Arsenal TV, International Milan, etim ekopie ewo Allianz Arena. Bayern Munich obia wogidi se omobo ho media. Nka de omo timi ye ne 2012 against team e friend bo ko friend Chelsea no. Omo betimi assign a chance. Na nkomo asan abo Champions League ne final no e wo mo home bio. But unfortunately, Enra, two goals from Abranti Feno, David fra Chelsea, and then a Trevera from Lataru Martinez. Ama Enra, two goals to one Thomas Muller and baby Iliomo. That was it. Arsenal game will be on the two set pieces by alongside Mikel Merino go na ene obia hwese maro de betimi either remontada the Juanito time Santiago Bernabeu no betimi aba next week ene enumre the games were not in exception two games na etimi ekoso na ohwa the informed Barcelona team etimi che Borussia Dortmund mo e kapore mako and nine na obi bebusa na ho say a quarter final stage in the UEFA Champions League and a team baako etwa obi won home akọ nine at the team no anya prepared so obetimi akọ the next year of the competition now and necessarily the reality is that Barcelona wa dey be a dash sonko e wo mo ho Barcelona dey a dash sonko wo mo ho say the moment you see Barcelona trashing and humiliating and beating teams left right center adeba akọ ye keeper and say eya check omo domestic performance no home performance the say the eya na city you teams bi wo omo betimi a struggle at home but over some do Champions League no be team no omo Liverpool was our record no Chelsea was our record no Real Madrid on several occasions e was our record no AC Milan they be okro more fight so omo betimi about Champions League the next season but who say in Europe no they are all over the place beating teams left right center amana ematimi ekoyi edem awmo it the moment you see Barcelona beating teams and being first on the league table in the Bundesliga no in the Spanish La Liga no the HN say bobo kwa ye friend eye Barcelona no oma bre na oma so and oma already say omo bet torment top teams in Europe and exactly at the Barcelona especially in the second half of the season a year etimi ekoso no as the nyina ya Hansi Flick and how they are not an exceptional Barcelona side in terms of the individuals, but were put up a array of talent. What me up a better system that will suit the talent are more flourishing, beating teams left, right, center. Madrid Barcelona beating Madrid above 1 or 2 games, and 9 goals to 2. Were Juma Hansi Flick etimi aye. Now aye ni year ene. Obia ne Barcelona eba no suru. Obia eka say this is a Barcelona team are set to win the UEFA Champions League. This is a Barcelona team that is set obia eka say omni Arsenal likely to share in the final a repeat of the 2006 finals etimi also France no and no obia eka say everything about in the UEFA Champions League and no etimi koso again a lot of people are also saying say Yanko back in the days when Dortmund won the Champions League way back in 1997. Now, say yeah, na history, back claims and they say they are likely to win. In Tianon, so they foresee a new team winning it in the Champions League this time because the last time it was Chelsea who showed the world they said they are ready to take over their mantle. In Tianon, and then so Barcelona game on more born and now clearly. I can't say Dortmund any side that I'm be fully threat to my friend FC Barcelona. No, if you have any team that is ready to stop FC Barcelona, I don't think Dortmund is one. That is not to say I'm not going to give the credit or the flowers to FC Barcelona. Barca deserve everything. They deserve to beat them. They dominated them. They created chances. Omo create enema bi bra na nkomo betimi crash e dia abro for no. Obi so be ka so na say Dortmund Omubo finals of the Champions League the last time. I agree. But Dortmund team we and upon me can say Slaughter beginning Johan Couto is not there. The likes of Ben Simbani, the likes of Antin, the likes of Emery Chan and a drop by central defense Edema 80 man. Your friend Aye Borussia Dortmund. Clearly, Omuni quality omo betim dia match Barcelona. Until look at the first goal, free kick in a bar no. He said almost ball no. He Pau Kubasi pin ball no. Rafinha eye red. No him say ball is a goalkeeper and beating goalkeeper Gobel beating ache ball no. And all then go kan ya. Ball no etimi eto atenem Barcelona enya the first goal. Dortmund ever so close. Omo tries omo beating anya bibi. So here the number of chances by the man brand here friend say good Gurasia. But hey, the Barcelona backline, the Cessny, the experience level, no, it's me, or bring it to bear, Emma wants me, I'm about who went to me and to Ubeki, sure say, all the chances a team my friend, a year dot one a creating in ano, or be prevent or move from scoring. Now, what in your maintain that lead in a team, so, Emma never to me echo, you know. One player, a season we obey Bonechi, na men they have rallied behind him, a branch of Robert Lewandowski. Hwedi Edema Kelele Mbappe. Hwedi Edema other strikers. But at this age, still, Onoana Ekura Barcelona and in attack. We can talk about the performance of Lamine Yamal. We can talk about the performance of Rafinha. We can talk about the performance of Pedri. Se Pedri a control midfield no. Frankie de Jong is back to the fold as we used to know in 2019. Barcelona de Cofano. But one player just stand tall, especially within the Barcelona front line. For me, it's Robert Lewandowski. A BBS soon be no. Only the flex and the tricks. Only the magical Rafinha and Lamine Yamal the beba. Only the take-ons of these players the beba. Only the critics pack. But time I know Usano, no enjoy play. Or a striker and I see and the ball be doing what in BB. But this time, you who say on the right there's creativity, there's supply. On the left, there's creativity, there's supply. In midfield, so much transition, dominance, and creativity. Into the Robert Lewandowski, and say, Monfa born into her, now what the born into her, or the born about to attend. Robert Lewandowski meeting his former side, Borussia Dortmund, Ojini Diake Silvina, before moving to Bayern Munich. 2 goals, and Lewandowski, Ediaka, Barcelona, a team in the European night, and in the European night, you need your big boys. So, Mubeti right. And within the conversation, Lamine Yamal 77th minute goal, Rafinha with the first goal, and Lewandowski with 2 goals. Into the front three of FC Barcelona, no, actually say, Omune taking the team into the promised land. And once again, say, almost Barcelona lining up a front three, now no shit. Ludovic Julie, it changed from the days of Ryan Cry 4-4 to Julio Salinas, Hristo Stoikov, Romario, Hristo Stoikov, Rivaldo, Patrick Kluivert, and a bar, Ludovic Julie, Samuel Eto'o, Ronaldinho de Assis Moreira, a bar Lionel Messi, Samuel Eto'o, Ronaldinho, Lionel Messi, Samuel Eto'o, Thierry Henry, and a samba, Pedro, Messi, at a point it was David Villa or probably Iniesta on the left, and about Messi, Neymar, Suarez, and so Mbappe lead the front line. Into Barcelona set up with another front three that is set to dominate the European football. That is set to win the Champions League. After winning the Champions League in 2015, it was Berlin. I don't see about fun as no Germany. Barcelona ain't winning the Champions League. It has always ended in embarrassment. It has always been end up in Barcelona like what happened against Liverpool, like what happened against Roma, like what happened last season against Borussia Dortmund, against Paris Saint-Germain, Abra, Rona Harohu, it could be red card na team Anko Yan from Barcelona. But for me, this is a Barcelona team that seems so underrated. Almost show quality, almost showing one individualism, but the credit goes to the man on the bench. Opening a friend a year, Hansi Flick for me is the real deal. The German national team now or you see the Barcelona flag, the Barcelona team to make a mess. Now, yen team in Abra Ibeja Paris Saint-Germain, and so game on boy Huako. PSG on the other hand, na football na nkasa to the beer. What do you know who I want to Now Real Madrid is na so pa, and Luis Nazaro de Lima joining almost all Champions League. Okwa en insent me and Kevin. Na Coutinho gyina so paa na ọka so ọkọ Barcelona akwa akọgye Champions League ọkọ ye no wantimi ankwa akọgye Champions League in the Liverpool kọgye ye. The story of Eden Hazard and so another story for discussion. Ningina Nkoyi and Farmer all these players after choosing to play on a better platform. Now it was killing Mbappe. Mbappe kobo finals. And Oshe at the last time Omoshi Bayern Munich in the finals in 2019, 2020, referee Daniel Osato and an Nigerian Finfin and a PSG and Bayern Munich. Still, it didn't work out for Paris Saint-Germain. Am I really, you know? Na Kingsley Coman and Waba Betontana and a Bayern Munich team had the Champions League in the deal. Now, last season, a Quenya Dortmund fast so PSG free mono. Again, it was Osato game. Yeah. Into Mbappe for 5 years, there be also occur Real Madrid, there be also occur Real Madrid, and Mbappe ekoko pim Real Madrid. And Real Madrid is a dominant team, be team no more. But in the presence of Mbappe, the Madrid team looks ordinary. I'm not saying his presence and I'm ordinary. There are a lot of factors I'm Madrid are ordinary, but in all, he is not pulling the strings in the European night. Apart from the Manchester City game, clearly, Mbappe didn't. And ne baby a wafa obi a budget no that Mbappe baby and in the first half he just tried to show glimpses, but in the second half he was anonymous. And the PSG now free ho so okwa Champions League or Madrid because you won the World Cup, you won the League One and everything. No. Paris Saint-Germain and they almost saw Aston Villa. Now everybody thought that would have been a difficult game. The criminal so here Desire Doué a first goal. No? And the choir Morgan Rogers fast so better cano. Anyhow defensive, not the likes of Matthew Cash, Lucas Dean, Ezri Corsa, Abrante Fen, Paul Torres. Osha Modini and Mediano Modibo game now. Nobody gave PSG the dot chance again to score. But look at that individual goal from Kvaratskhelia or Jake Bono. And now Domi Azel Disesi, Coach Efe Huna Emery Eyi, Matthew Cash Frim, and all the Adel Disesi by. And look at how he dazzled Disesi and in and out. Look at the position of the goalkeeper, Emiliano Martinez, and or hit a ball not two pool anyone. Emiliano Martinez is now, but when who's a brand the ball number for pool and a ball, it's me a quarter at them. 2-1 for Air Paris Saint-Germain. That was a goal for the European night. The game when I go so of course in say game no more because Aston Villa for now try so mobile defend here just to keep their heads up and hope that the 2-1 so I'm going to go Pimo Villa Park or mobile team aye bibi and na branch friend no Mendes. One player who has excelled so well this season in the Champions League for team aye friend aye Paris Saint-Germain and did the third goal no count and you need to watch how he dazzled the backline of Tima your friend aye Tima your friend Aston Villa. Now, be in Marcus Marquinhos' absence, Nebeha, PSG, the captain of the side. But Lucas Berardo was solid. He marshaled the backline with William Pacho and everything worked for Tima, your friend PSG. PSG and Amquaso Quaco Champions League for the first time after spending so much in the market. Luis Enrique Martinez Lucho and then Luis Ocampos. Obubetina your record, no, the about PSG. After spending so much in the market, normal the Champions League now. We live to see, but the road to Bayern Munich, the road to Munich in 2025 Champions League final. Don't forget say ho any ebebono. A lot of people are predicting see it being the 2006 final view. A lot of people are saying that we are going to get a new champion. Arsenal versus PSG and Real Madrid back to the Juanuto time, the remontada. And I say Inter Milan and Barcelona and the boom. Yebesa kunya the semi-final of the 2010 Champions League, you know. But Jose Mourinho's International Milan as against Pep Guardiola's Barcelona and Yebeka Kunyana. We live to see. Don't forget to subscribe and the Chem Sports TV on YouTube. Now also watch channel be sweating ya It is the UEFA Champions League night. Then the games here the Brebono. Barcelona against Borussia Dortmund, Aston Villa against Team Paris Saint-Germain. Good evening. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.